Welcome to NEXTGames' Intense Ambuscade series, this video covering February 2021's fight against Iron Giants. Now in this video, I'll go over the key item acquisition, I'll go over the battle strategy I recommend for this month, and then I'll go into 3 battle examples. The first on very easy with Red Mage, the second on easy with Red Mage, and the third on normal with Ninja, taking 4 minutes, 12 minutes, and 24 minutes respectively. Now in regards to the key item acquisition this month, you only need a single Arcana kill for either your daily quest or multiple times a day. This is very easy to achieve. I recommend simply going to the Faringati Fei Yin home point number 2. Here you can always find weapons, dolls, and a number of Arcana that you can kill right there at the home point to get your single kill nice and quick. Okay, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be experiencing this month, because this month definitely poses challenges for both very easy and easy difficulties, as well as normal and above. First things first, this month's fight is against 2 Iron Giants. The first one, Frostnot, is an Ice Iron Giant. He will cast Ice Gauss spells in rapid succession. Now on very easy and easy difficulties, this is only Blizzaga 1 through 3. But on normal and above, it's Blizzaga 4, which can definitely do high amounts of damage. On normal, upwards of 2,000 damage per casting. Now, this Frostnot NM is weaker to physical forms of attack and has access to Mana Font. The other Iron Giant is Blazenot, which is a Fire Iron Giant. It casts burst spells occasionally and is weaker to magical forms of attack. Blazenot also has access to Mighty Strikes. Now, normally these 2 NMs will only use one ability for this entire fight, and that is Turbine Cyclone. It will eat 1 to 2 shadows, and if it hits you, it will erase many of your buffs. If the 2 giants' hit points totals are kept within 15 hit points percentage of each other, this will stay this way until the entire end of the fight. You only have to deal with that one ability. However, once one of them is brought more than 15% hit points lower or above the other, then the one that is lower will immediately become terrorized, and the other one will begin using familiar Iron Giant attacks as opposed to the Cyclone move. Now this is going to go on for a period of time, usually about 30 to 45 seconds. Then the one you're fighting will become terrorized, and the other one will start using its abilities. This will continue in a back and forth fashion until both are dead. Now on the very easy and easy difficulties, when the giants are terrorized, they do not regain any hit points. However, on normal and above, once they are terrorized, they recover hit points at an alarming rate, usually recovering 30% or so in that 30 seconds. Therefore, this makes killing them on those difficulties very hard if terrorize mode is activated. In fact, if you're solo, it's going to be pretty much impossible. Therefore, we have to employ different strategies for the very easy and easy difficulties that we do for normal and above. Now, on very easy and easy difficulties, you want to immediately start the fight by attacking the Frostnot, as you're going to do faster damage to it than the Blazenot. Your goal is to keep your shadows up during the barrage of attacks at the beginning part of this fight that are going to be coming at you from both Iron Giants. Note that this is more difficult than it sounds, as almost all of their standard attacks will wipe 2 shadows at a time. So just make sure to continually keep recasting those shadows because you don't want to have your buffs dispelled. Get Frostnot to 85% hit points as quickly as you can. This will cause him to freeze and terrorize, and the fight will become much easier from this point. Now you can fight 1 giant at a time. At this point, switch to the Blazenot, keep your shadows up so that you don't lose your buffs, and continue fighting. The only real risk on these 2 difficulties is Mana Font, and the Blizzagas that will come from Frostnot. If you find yourself getting overwhelmed during the constant onslaught of Blizzagas on these difficulties, remember you can always run backwards out of range and wait until he stops casting them. If Mana Font is up, he'll actually stay put until it wears off and then he'll come chase you down. So this is a worthwhile tactic if you're finding it difficult to get around the Blizzagas on these 2 difficulties. Now on normal and above difficulties, the regen that these giants have is far too much to keep up with, especially if you are solo. Therefore, you must employ a different strategy in order to be successful here. And even though I made this strategy specifically for my solo play, To me, it makes sense that even groups on the higher difficulties would also use a similar strategy to this, So if you're planning on doing this in party play, maybe you can use some of these tactics as well. What I recommend you do is always keep the two giants within 15% hit points of each other. Therefore, they will only be using that Cyclone move for the entire fight. I actually recommend keeping them within 10% hit points of each other, just to be safe, as if you go over that 15% for just an instant, your run is going to be pretty much over, as they will be in a terrorized mode for the rest of the run. Now, while you are keeping them within that 15% hit points of each other, you need to be constantly bouncing back and forth between them to make sure that they stay within that 10 to 15% hit points. The way you do this is going to be different whether you're in a party play or whether you're in a solo play. Let's talk about each of these two strategies. Now, when solo, you must be quick to avoid all instances of Turbine Cyclone and making sure that they don't hit you with your shadows down. It may even help to leave shadows down for small periods of time when you know a Cyclone is close to coming. Cyclone has a 2-second ready time, and you can get a knee or San Utsesame off right before it lands, making sure you have fresh shadows up. So make sure you employ this technique if you're having difficulty keeping those shadows up when the Cyclones are going off. You will also want to be sure to enfeeble both giants as much as you can. TP down, paralyze, slow, and blind all should be on them. Recast them as you bounce back and forth to keep them fresh. At around 75% hit points, Frostnot will use Mana Font. This is the most dangerous part of this run if you're solo on the normal difficulty. When this happens, you must run and quickly. Stay out of range until Mana Font is over. I recommend keeping Migawari up underneath 80% hit points until Mana Font goes off, so that Migawari can eat that first Blizzaga that inevitably is going to hit you. I also recommend positioning yourself in one corner of the arena at the start of the fight so that you can run to the other side during Mana Font, leaving plenty of time for you to take on the Blaze Knot while the Frost Knot wears the Manta Font off and then catches up to both of you. Now, after Mana Font is over, it's just a matter of going back and forth on the two until they're both dead. It may be time consuming, but the 3,600 points with the seal is worth it if you're a solo player. Now, range jobs and pet jobs really excel in this month's Ambuscade, so use them as much as you can to keep yourself at a distance and still dealing damage. I recommend that you coordinate your damage between party members to make sure that you never enter terrorize mode. This way, all you have to deal with is Cyclones. If you have to take this on with a traditional party setup, I would say 2 tanks, 2 damage dealers, 1 buffer, and 1 healer should work, but this of course will lead to slower kills than you can achieve with the range and pet job setup that I spoke of earlier. With this strategy, you will want to split the 2 Iron Giants apart and coordinate taking them down evenly. Make sure everyone has Ninja subbed to avoid Cyclone, and be diligent about recasting those shadows. Now let's talk about the trust setup we're using in this fight. With Red Mage, I'm using Arky-V to tank, even though he does die during our run with the easy difficulty forcing me to tank for the last half of the run. Sethtus is there for AoE cures. Joachim is here for marches, and Monborough and Yoran Oran are cures here. Now with Ninja, I only substitute Arcelia for Arky-V, and we use her for haste and AoE cure as well. Okay, let's go ahead and see what these battle examples show. The first one you will see is Red Mage taking on the very easy difficulty. This is a very quick run that should take about 4 minutes. The next one is Red Mage taking on the easy difficulty. This is definitely more of a challenge, taking us 12 minutes to complete. The final one you'll see is Ninja taking on the normal difficulty solo. Now, this one is using the strategy that I recommend you use on normal difficulties and above, and therefore it takes longer, especially since I'm solo, and it takes a total of 24 minutes. Let's go ahead and see what these runs look like. Enjoy the runs, everyone. That definitely took a while, but I gotta say, I definitely enjoy the fact that it's at least possible, as opposed to the challenges that we experienced last month being stuck on that very easy difficulty. I hope you found that helpful, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next month. Stay safe and stay healthy.